Nearly once every minute somewhere in the United States, there's a fire serious enough to warrant calling the fire department. Roughly once every 1.5 seconds, an unreported fire occurs. Every year, the true cost of fire pushes past $100 billion. Worse than the economic devastation, more than 4,500 lives are lost annually to these infernos. And on an average day, 4 children will die from fire. What can help prevent these tragedies from occurring? BlazeMaster CPVC, which stands for chlorinated polyvinyl chloride, is a revolutionary high-temperature specialty material for use in fire sprinkler pipe and fittings.
It really is tragic that so much is lost every year to the ravages of accidental fires. Homes are destroyed, businesses are ruined, and lives are scarred forever, and all needlessly. In my 15 years as a fire marshal, I've seen countless examples of fires that could have been prevented if only some basic precautions had been taken. Now, I'm not talking about obvious things like keeping matches and lighters out of children's reach or not smoking in bed. I'm talking about fundamental safety issues, like the use of alarms, smoke detectors, and sprinkler systems. Current reports show that sprinkler systems alone could prevent as much as 97% of the damage and loss of life I see every year. One system in particular, called BlazeMaster, has been shown to be especially effective. In fact, BlazeMaster fire sprinkler systems are listed for more applications than any other non-metallic system. It's an orange CPVC pipe and fitting system with a BlazeMaster trademark prominently displayed that installs easily and efficiently, and it performs when it counts the most, under fire conditions. How can I make a claim like that? Let's look at some facts. The first 4 minutes of a fire are critical. How the fire is attacked in that time can mean the difference between life and death. In a building protected by a fire sprinkler system, the fire is contained and controlled. And while some people might think every sprinkler head in the building goes off during a fire, that's not true. The fact is, the 1 or 2 heads at the source of the fire usually control or extinguish it when they're activated. Damage is minimal, and the possibility of personal injury is dramatically reduced. In an unprotected environment, just 4 minutes after the fire has erupted, it's out of control. The building may be lost entirely, and anyone left inside is probably dead. Typically, by the time a fire is reported and the fire department has an opportunity to respond, it's too late. Shocking? Absolutely. And that's why many states and cities are requiring sprinkler systems in all new construction of certain hazard groups, as well as retrofits for older high-occupancy buildings. And that's where the BlazeMaster CPVC system comes in. I've done a lot of research of the various types of systems and how they perform. Copper, steel, CPVC, I've looked at them all. And BlazeMaster is superior in all the categories that count. In fire and pressure tests conducted by Underwriter Laboratories, the BlazeMaster system was found to perform to NFPA 13, 13R, and 13D sprinkler standards. In fact, it's accepted by all major model building codes. It gained the UL listing because of its excellent performance under extreme conditions. Little wonder why BlazeMaster fire sprinkler systems are listed for more applications than any other non-metallic system. But there's another factor to consider when choosing materials for a sprinkler system. I know that a decision to require sprinklers can have some serious economic impact, especially for industries like hotels and government, which have high occupancy buildings and need to retrofit with a minimum interference to their daily business activities. They're finding that they can meet fire code requirements most efficiently by installing fire sprinkler systems made with BlazeMaster CPVC. Examples include Marriott Corporation, Holiday Inn, Prudential, and the U.S. State Department, not to mention numerous historic buildings around the globe, have all chosen BlazeMaster pipe and fittings for their fire protection system. Often these systems pay for themselves over a short time due to decreased insurance rates. Besides, how can you put a price on the peace of mind you have knowing your occupants are protected? And in new construction, the contractor may realize other savings from approved construction alternatives depending on local building codes. As a fire marshal, I'm the person responsible for making sure your construction project conforms to fire codes. And these days, that may include specifying a sprinkler system. If you're including a sprinkler system in your plans, you want it to install quickly, easily, and efficiently. The BlazeMaster CPVC system meets these requirements in ways other systems can't. Because it can be fabricated much more easily than metal systems, the materials can be delivered directly to the job site, eliminating a stop at the fab shop. And the pipe and fittings weigh a lot less than metal, making them easier to handle during transport and installation. The only special tools needed for installation are a wheel cutter and a chamfering tool. Correct lengths can be cut and prepared on the spot, eliminating saws, threaders, and torches. It's also a very clean product to install. This can be very important in retrofits where damage to decor is always a possibility. With BlazeMaster pipe and fittings, there's no oil or grease on the pipe to worry about, and cleanup is as simple as lifting a drop cloth when you're finished. The one-step joining process solvent cements joints easily and speeds up the installation process significantly. This specially formulated solvent cement also reduces VOCs and the odor they cause, making it better for the installer and for the environment. Because of the ductility of the pipe, minor adjustments can be made during installation. This can be really important when you're working in tight quarters, like you might find in a retrofit situation. The water flow performance, or C factor, is superior to metal systems due to the CPVC's resistance to corrosion and buildup on the interior surface of the pipe. This means that a smaller diameter BlazeMaster pipe can provide the same flow as a larger piece of metal pipe. The material's resistance to corrosion also means less cost for maintenance and fewer incidents of system damage over time. If all this means a more efficient installation for a contractor, imagine what it can mean to a client in a retrofit application. Hotels, for instance, don't have to lose occupancy because of the speed and convenience of the installation process. There's little fear of damage to expensive decor because the process is so clean. And guests face a minimum of inconvenience because the installation doesn't create any significant noise or odor. I'm confident that the BlazeMaster CPVC system should be your product of choice for fire protection sprinklers. Like I said, I read all the reports. In fact, in one case study in Fontana, California, a fire marshal approved 3,000 installations using BlazeMaster pipe and fittings, then followed up to see how it performed. His records show 26 activations, all successful. If you're a contractor, an architect, or an engineer, BlazeMaster pipe and fittings should make a lot of sense simply because of their efficiency. They install quickly and easily and perform when expected. If you're like me, you place a high value on safety and the peace of mind you get knowing you're protected. The BlazeMaster CPVC system is a product that can provide that confidence by virtually eliminating unwanted residential and commercial fires. And that's a good feeling.
When you need the most efficient, most reliable materials on the market for your fire sprinkler system, think Orange. BlazeMaster Fire Sprinkler Systems. Listed for more applications than any other non-metallic system. BlazeMaster CPVC.